Hi guys, coming to you from Shenzhen, China. I'm bringing you to 3 quality watches. The reason why I'm doing these watches is because I just wanted to upgrade them. I saw a lot of practicality in the watches and I thought, wow, it would be amazing if they just had a few tweaks in them. And the other thing is, I think these watches are better than Samsung and Huawei, Xiaomi, even Apple, especially Apple. Those brands, they give you what you don't, well, what they think you want, but you don't really need that kind of stuff, and they force it upon you. At least in the Chinese watch market, these watches, they're practical. You can use them, and I'll show you how, and I'll show you why, and we'll go through that really fast. All I'm going to bring you here is the features. This is just an introduction video. This is not a review. I have other videos that do reviews, and so you can watch those for that. This is just to show you quickly about why I came on board to start doing this. That's all it is. So keep that in mind, guys. Thank you. Here we go. This is the Janus watch, and this watch here was made to my specifications. I ordered the watch, and as you can see, there's a side-facing camera there, and there's a front-facing camera there. So this is the Janus Dual. It's quite nice. 1.6 inch on the screen, guys. It's very cool. Big screen. Utilizes all the way to the edge, as you can see. All the way to the edge. It utilizes the whole entire size. As you can see, you have the Thor 4 Dual. This Thor 4 Dual here, as you can see, it's called Dual because it has 2 cameras also. This one made me design this one because I didn't like the screen size. They didn't utilize it all the way to the edge. You can always keep the same size, but take the screen out to the edge so that the customer could have bigger usage when you have to type or just seeing videos or whatever you want to see. You just have more of an advantage that way. So that's why I decided to design this watch, because of that reason. So we'll turn it on real quick. Again, this is not a review. Here we go. So there you go. You got all the apps you can download on there. It's typical watch. You can see it's very smooth. Moves quite smoothly. We'll go with the camera real fast because that's the highlight of the thing. So I got the sunlight, so that's why it's kind of bright. It'll take a second for it to autofocus, but it's just that it's bright. And I got a lot of white and lights. So it's a 2 megapixel made up. It's a 2 megapixel gone to 5 megapixels. So it's cool. And the front one does the same. We'll swap the camera there. You can see the sunlight affecting. If I don't have the sunlight, guys, then we wouldn't get a good video. So it's kind of a trade-off here. But you can see it focusing on my flag. I do rock the American flag. I am an American vet, actually. So yes, I was in combat, if you want to know. So anyway, guys, that's the watch. Let's turn it off. All you do is just hit the back button and you were back there. Again, it has all the galleries and the music. Music's great. Download all your music, save space on your phone, and you could do that. Oh, there goes the artist. I haven't used this watch, so that's why nothing's downloaded on it. Brand spanking new. And it's also iOS or Android, as you can see there. So, cool watch. Look at the reviews for it, guys. Again, this is the heart rate. It's a rubber with leather. So go ahead and look at the reviews that I have for it. And the next watch is the Lympho 4 Pro, known as the Lympho 4 Pro, guys. That's what it's known. Actually, Domino makes the watch. Kind of good friends with the owner now. So me and him chat about stuff about getting these watches to be better. One of the things we chatted about is putting another camera here in the front so you could actually video somebody who's in front of you rather than trying to do. A lot of these cameras are on the side, as I showed you before on that Janus, and it just makes no sense because it looks like you're punching somebody when you do it in video. So it's quite funny. It's not It's not practical. Again, that's what, again, remember I use that word, practical, trying to bring practicality to these watches. So, and I am, because I already got one watch made, and so I'm slowly getting there. Next year we'll have more advanced watches. Yeah, this is pretty cool, guys. It's a big screen, as you can see. It does the same thing, all the apps, and it's cool. It's just another cool watch. I got the big, huge typewriter screen. I put on apps. I put the watch droid on there. I did Hangouts, because I use this one as my everyday watch. The floating apps, as you can see, one is volume, one is brightness. So I like it so much because I get messages through this, and I don't have to look at my phone for the messages, and it's big, so I can read it without like looking rude, you know. Love that. Absolutely love that, guys, that I don't have to pull out my phone and I'm in a meeting and I can just glance at it. If it's important, I'll excuse myself. So that's why this watch is super cool for a businessman. You'll love it if you do a lot of business, you're in a lot of meetings, you know, things like that. All right, guys, let's move on to the next watch. Again, lots of reviews, great reviews on this. If you go on YouTube, look at them. They're more known as Lympho 4 Pro. So, oh, look at that. The camera magically went on. So you got to see the camera, guys. Destiny. But anyway, we'll turn that off. We'll go to the next one. Now, this one, guys, that I brought, this company is like 20 minutes from me, 15 minutes, probably like 15 minutes from me. And I've gone to their office and chat with them about this watch, because this is probably the only, I wasn't going to do sports watches, sports fitness trackers, because I just felt none of them really were on par. They were too small, and I'll show you the difference. I have one that I bought, that I bought, and you see how small the size is, and it just really a little too small. This is okay for ladies, but the problem I found with this one, I never found a band, they call them bands, I guess, that really worked. So I really stood away from it. I shied away from it. But then I saw this one, and what got me in love was, first, really, I'll be honest with you, it's just these holes. You can see the holes, guys. Look, you can see right through it. So the holes being said, that you can just breathe. I've worn it, and you just, as you see, the diodes are going, they're green. It just breathes, and you just don't realize you have it on. So for workout purposes, which is what it's made for, it's so practical. It's extremely practical. So we'll turn it on. I'll show you stuff about it real quick. This watch, again, this is another watch that has tons of stuff on YouTube about it, except, I haven't mentioned it, drum roll, this one was made for me. Again, I had it specially made because it has blood pressure. So I made the blood pressure, and there you go. See heart rate, ECG, fatigue, and blood pressure. Now, guys, you see that kind of blinking thing? That's the video going through. In real life, it's very clear. That's just the way when it videos, it comes that way. Trust me, that's not it. That's not how it. It's not how it looks. It's just the light effect. If I have to explain AC and DC electric currents, and that there's waves, electrical waves going through there, and that's what you're seeing. So it's very crisp. I wish I could show you that. It's actually probably the crispest watch I've ever seen. Probably better than the other ones, actually, and that's no lie. So you see all the sports stuff. Trying to get back to the heart rate, ECG, fatigue, blood pressure, guys. It has the blood pressure. I have a demonstration video on this, so you'll see it on YouTube, and it's pretty cool. It shows that it works properly, and I mean the whole watch works properly. This watch went through like a metamorphosis, I want to say, because when it first came out, it came out with only, I think it was only the heart rate. So that was basically it. And, it was cool, and everybody even bought it with just the heart rate. And then it went through and it got the ECG. Once it got the ECG, that's when I became interested, and I said, well, why doesn't it have blood pressure? It has all the components. And so I went to the manufacturer again, 15 minutes away, and I asked them, why didn't you put blood pressure? You got all these features. And they said, nobody ever asked us. And I said, huh? So it was kind of like, a sideways look. I looked at them and they said, well, if you want it, we'll do it. Of course, you have to buy it if we do it. And I said, yes. I said, but it has to work. They said, come back in 2 weeks, do the test, and we'll show you it works, and you can buy it. And exactly what happened. That's why I have it here. So it works. Look at the YouTube video I did on it. It's amazing. The only thing is, I'll reiterate, calibration. It just doesn't work by putting it on and just going. You have to calibrate the app. It only works through the app. Again, that's demonstrated on the video. Quite quick. I think it's only like a 4.5 minute video. So take a look at that video, and I'll attach that video so you guys on the bottom link so you can see it for this watch. But that's it, guys. I've done these watches because I wanted to bring practicality, I wanted to bring good usage, and I just wanted to bring good prices too to the industry, since I live here and all these watchmakers are here in Shenzhen. So I just thought I'd take advantage of being here, and that's what I'm doing here as far as bringing the watches. So thank you guys for listening. Remember Kronos Blade, I'll be bringing out other videos. I think I'm going to start posting a little, I would call it guy stuff, I guess. If you're into cars and motorcycles, things like that I may see through the city. I may post it just to draw some interest other than smartwatches in Shenzhen. But keep the channel going. Just buy the smartwatches and hit the like button. And that's all I need. All right, guys, I'm out. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.